everybody, welcome to the SkyLounge podcast, episode number 153. And as always, thank you so much for joining me today and listening in. If you are new, welcome, and check out some of the other episodes on the page. All episodes are available on SoundCloud, iTunes, and Google Music, so make sure you are subscribed so you can get notified for a new episode every Tuesday. Make sure to follow me on YouTube, Instagram, Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook at the SkyLounge. Stalk me on Snapchat at DA13IG5UNG. Let's get started. Boys and girls, the Loathsome World Wide Web, Internet Morons, is your topic of the week this week. We're going to start really morbid. We're going to start real fucked up here, boys and girls, so brace yourselves. Sully of the K-pop group FX has died from an apparent suicide. Relentless cyberbullying from people in Korea, netizens, they call them, who write really disgusting shit on a 25-year-old girl's social media accounts, whore, skank, fuck, all the most fucking nastiest shit you can imagine telling a young girl. And honestly, you read these articles of, this girl telling her company, hey, we need to take legal actions, I would like to take legal actions, but honestly, man, it's an industry that feeds off of slave labor from girls like her, girls and boys like her, and they do little to nothing to rectify a situation like this from happening moving forward. We've seen way too many of this shit, especially in an industry like K-pop. We have. It's never going to fucking change, unfortunately, unless you break down the entire system. I'm not here for that today, right? And before I move into my main point of emphasis, and this point of contention that I really want to bring to you folks, my thoughts are with her family, and I hope her soul can find peace, because this world is just full of shit-eating cockroaches. That's the internet for you. An infestation of shit-eating cockroaches just spouting putrid, toxic bile out their mouths. More appropriately, their fucking keyboards. And no goddamn soul. I hate going on social media. But shut up! I know I fucking use it. I know I use it to fucking lay my message out there. Lay my truth out there. Lay my opinions out there. But honestly, social media is just a funnel of anger and misery. Anonymous cunts will hide behind their veil of fucking bullshit profile picture, probably an anime picture, right? Probably a fucking picture of a fucking team logo. And they use that with the fucking mask, like they're fucking Batman, to unleash their fucking vile comment to hurt people. Fuck you, bitch. Correction. Fuck you, bitches. Alright? Because y'all form up like a mob, right? Y'all unionize to fuck people's lives up, right? That's what you fucking netizens did, right? You fucking South Korean cuntbags. And I get it. That sounds a little racist. That sounds a little bit insensitive. Fuck you. I'm Korean. I'm commenting on a situation where you have a mob mentality group of assholes using hateful language and just the most fucking disgusting shit you can imagine to a 25-year-old girl. And here's the thing, boys and girls. I'm going to be very honest. If I'm going to say something, I don't hide my fucking face. Have I said some dickish comments before? Yes! Do I regret them? Maybe some within the context of when I wrote it. But it's out there. I can't do shit about it. This is the internet. Okay? And here's the thing. Most of these fucking cockroaches feel, because they're so fucking small in their pathetic fucking lives, that they need to inflate a fake persona to feel superior. You fuckers are tiny-cocked or smelly pussy twats. Go fuck yourselves. Seriously. Go fuck yourselves and your smelly genitals, you fucking assholes. This toxic internet culture and cyberbullying has become too much. It's become too much of a fucking norm. Honestly, I'll throw a suggestion to you out there, boys and girls. I'll go ahead and give this to you for free. Because I'm such a fat fucking piece of shit. I watch movies all the time. I watch TV shows. Here's the thing. If there was a chance to pull a Jay and Silent Bob revenge tour, a la Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back, the movie, I think most people will get their comeuppance. Absolutely. The quote goes as such. Guy comes in, meaning Jay and Silent Bob, knocks on a fucking internet troll's window. Ask him, hey, did you say this quote? Fuck Jay and Silent Bob. Fuck them and their stupid asses. So kid writes this comment. Jay and Silent Bob finds them and kicks his ass. Most of you motherfuckers do deserve an ass kicking. Read some of the shit you write on the internet. People fucking disgust me, man. The stupidity and genuine maliciousness behind these comments are mind-blowing, as they are just generally just, what the fuck is wrong with you, kind of disgusting. And no one's gonna do shit about it. It's a shame. Because guess what, boys and girls? I tell you this all the time. I'm just one guy. I don't have the influence and power to change things like that. But ultimately, let me throw you out with a little bit of hope from me. I hope all of us can be a little less cunty to be better fucking human beings. Because quite frankly, we suck as a human race right now. We do. We fucking suck. Fix that shit, guys. We gotta fucking get better. It's a process. We gotta get better at it. All right. Enough angry, morbid shit. Let's move on to some more sports and angry shit. Sports and other weird shit, aka sauce. Guys, all game and match reviews are on the YouTube page at the Sky Lounge. So make sure you check that shit out for more detailed shit. Arsenal. Football returns for Arsenal Football Club on Monday. Holy shit, this international break cannot fucking end quicker. But hey, lots of fun news coming out. The woodworks, right? Petr Cech retires from football, but is now playing hockey as a goaltender for fun. I'm pretty sure he's getting paid too. It's a professional league in London or England. So, hey, good on him. Happy to see Petr enjoying his life outside of football. Good shit to see. Now, another curious piece of Arsenal news that should really titillate everybody. Arsene Wenger is set to release his autobiography in 2020. I am salivating with anticipation because you know there's going to be some dirty laundry laid out, and I cannot wait. Now, boys and girls, of course, football news everywhere. Football is always everywhere, 365 days in a year. Now, Carly Lloyd opens up about her diminished role in the 2019 Women's World Cup as part of the U.S. women's national team who won the World Cup and was mad that she didn't have a bigger role. She said frustrated. Sorry, Carly, I respect you. You're a phenomenal talent and athlete, but football is a team sport. The reality of the U.S. women's national team was there were so many talents to go around, and Jill Ellis loaded up what she thought was the best starting 11 on the day or for that specific match. Don't make this about you. Your countrywoman fought hard alongside you to capture that back-to-back World Cup. Don't be that asshole right now, Carly. You're better than that. You know you are. Now, oh boy. We go from like one angry rant to another. So, boys and girls, please excuse the very explosive nature that I'm delivering these words to you today, because this shit, and a lot of shit that I'm going to talk about today, has got me all riled up. Bulgaria versus England. Bulgarian fans were singing and recorded saying racist chants and making Nazi salutes during their Euro qualifier against England and Bulgaria. Right? Delay in the actual game twice because of constant bile from home fans. Shout out to the Bulgarian captain who tried to stop and limit this shit to the best of his abilities, just trying to play ball. But you got dickheads like his goalkeeper who thinks the fans did well and behaved accordingly. So after the game, the manager, Krasimir Balakov, denies any racist chants or Nazi salutes, and a couple of hours later, football president Borislav Mikhailov resigns. This is absolutely disgusting and unacceptable. Hey, UEFA, guess what? Ban these cocksuckers. Limit domestic, European, and international competition for these scumbags. You have quote-unquote fans raising their hands in Nazi salute, shouting the word monkey to black players, and have people at the top denying any of this shit happened. Yet these pieces of shit get to play the beautiful game? Are you fucking kidding me? Here's the thing, boys and girls. Football, or sports in general for that matter, is not about race. It's not about your skin color. It's not about your fucking income. It's not about your sexual orientation. It's not about any of the other bullshit characteristics that define you. The beautiful game is sharing the philosophy of the sport between opponents and fans, enjoying the great product that can be produced on the pitch, right? Or whatever battlefield you choose to entertain yourself. Sport is truly, in essence, the epitome of the meritocracy, where if you do well, shit, you're going to get paid well. You're going to be looked at as a superstar. And in that regard, sports should be fun, relieving, and a form of escape from bullshit reality for us fans. Because it's individuals trying to achieve apex perfection to their respective sports. And we get to enjoy these physical specimen doing their fucking jobs at the highest degree. So please, don't be a fucking cuntbag. Holy fuck, people. I'm gonna fucking start off with this whole goddamn negative energy. As the world makes you do it, boys and girls.
Is it just me, or has the world got crazy?
Yeah, that's a Joker quote for you motherfuckers. There you go. Now, Seattle Seahawks. Seahawks! That's right, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and every other gender in between, however you want to arrange yourselves. Your Seattle Seahawks are now 5-1. Just behind the 5-0 San Francisco 49ers. But hey, we're ahead of the Rams at 3-3. And, for the Seattle Seahawks, as well as they're doing, unfortunately, Will Dissly is out for the season with an Achilles injury from the game against the Cleveland Browns on Sunday from a non-contact injury. Absolutely bummed out for this guy. Uncle Will just came back from injury at the start of last season. It's happening again. We saw him in the offseason transition so well. He was doing so great. And it sucks. It sucks to see him go down because he was Russell's damn near favorite receiver for the first 5 weeks. And to see that from a young man who battled to get back, it's heartbreaking. It really is. And honestly, we're with you, Uncle Will. We hope, as Seattle fans, as 12s, we hope that you have a speedy recovery. We hope that you get better. And man, I hope when you come back, it's just going to be a different kind of monster, and everyone's going to be terrified of Uncle Will, the master, the monster of the Pacific Northwest. Now, boys and girls, a man who has illuminated us with this play, a man who has given so much to Seattle and more, is who I think should be, unequivocally, your season's MVP. I'm talking about Russell Wilson, most valuable player. Is there a more shining example than what Russell Wilson does week to week for the last 8 years? This year, Russell Wilson is starting off in the NFL with an absolute bang. 17 total touchdowns, 14 passing, 3 rush, 0 interceptions, and 5 wins, more or less, engineered by the Magic Man himself. I want to see this man get his just due. Now, here's the thing. If it's not the MVP, let's get this man a Super Bowl MVP. Let's get there. Let's fucking get there. Because I'm sick and tired of hearing the Patrick Mahomes talk. I'm sick and tired of hearing the Christian McCaffrey talk. I get it. I respect those players. I do. And, the respectable mention of Deshaun Watson, because that dude is a stud. But guess what? Russell Wilson? Don't even compare those kids to Russell Wilson. That dude is on another elevated level right now, which, I'm lucky to be a Seattle fan. I'm lucky that I chose Seattle as my team, and I'm glad I'm sticking with them because I get to witness a first ballot Hall of Famer just play his career. Hopefully the rest of his career in Seattle. So, go Hawks. Go Hawks. Now, boys and girls, Piggy Skin Picks will be up on YouTube tomorrow, so be on the lookout for that at the SkyLounge YouTube page. Now, 6 weeks in, And I wait every week for football. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. With the exception of the refereeing, I could really do without that shit. You know, we could get it better. We got to figure something out, man. We really do. But here's the thing. 6 weeks in, we get to finally see what the NFL has to offer. What individual teams have to offer. Because everyone has 5 games under their belts now, right? And so, I figure I wanted to name my top 3 and the trash tiers in their bottom 3. So, without further ado, boys and girls, here we go. Top dogs. San Francisco 49ers at number 3. They are 5-0. As much as I hate to say it, this defense is terrifying. And goddamn, they are just mauling through teams right now. Not really confident in what the offense is, to be honest, with Jimmy G, you know, back and forth, rushing backs, who, to be fair, I mean, they look good. They look great. They're doing well. And we'll just see how the San Francisco 49ers team stack up by the, you know, latter half of the season. Because, of course, everyone can look good first 8 weeks. How do you handle those last 8 weeks? How do you handle the final stretch? How do you handle the pressure of trying to get to January? We'll see how that goes for the 49ers. We haven't seen them in a while, so that'll be interesting. Now, number 2, I am picking the New Orleans Saints. 5-1, 4-0 without Drew Brees after his thumb injury against the Los Angeles Rams in week 2, which was a loss. And other than that, the Saints have been winning left and right. They beat the Seahawks at home in Seattle. And honestly, that defense has been progressively getting better, if not just balling. And Teddy Bridgewater, guess what? You pay him that money because he's worth it. He's absolutely worth it. And kudos to those Saints, because damn, they are looking like the NFC's best team right now. And of course, at number 1, you already know who is going to be number 1 and what the fuck is going to happen. New England Patriots. Call it the softness of the schedule, but week in, week out, Patriots will perform. Not all teams do that. Just look at the Browns and the Cowboys. Consistency comes at a premium. But the Patriots make it their own and makes it look so easy. But goddamn it, boys and girls, you've seen teams week to week. Some fucking fall on their ass. And you know what? Credit to the fucking Patriots. They're 6-0. They're probably going to be 7-0 by the end of this fucking week. Please, Jets. Please! Stop these Empire monsters! Sam Darnold's going to do his best. Probably cover the spread, but they'll lose. Hopefully I'm wrong. Now, boys and girls, let's move on to the Toilet Bowl. That's right. We're going to talk about the Toilet Bowl. The worst 3 teams in the NFL. And I don't think there is really anyone close to these 3. The Washington Redskins at 1-5. Oh, God. That one win comes against the Dolphins, which is basically like paying for free candy. Like, what the fuck are you doing? This team is just poorly run, injury-driven, dumpster fire of an organization pretending to be competitive. It's absolutely insane to watch these fucking Redskins just get on the field. And then you got the Cincinnati Bengals at 0-6. Holy fuck. Hashtag free Andy Dalton. Talents are all there. You know, all over that Cincinnati team. But not worth the fucking lick. Nothing's happening. Your owner is shit and you'll never come out of the abyss. And boy, oh boy. The Miami Dolphins. You fuckers just make me sick. At 0-5, you fuckers are just disgusting. You have no idea how this team, you know, hasn't been relegated yet, right? I mean, you start asking yourself, like, why the fuck is this team still part of the NFL? They should go to the CFL. And fair play to the CFL. They might actually beat the Dolphins up. Fucking embarrassing. Holy fuck. Well, goddamn it, boys and girls. Football's good. Football is good. Even though you got toilet bowl teams. But hey, all 32 teams have something great to offer. Something fun to offer. And that's why we love football. And boys and girls, what else do we love other than football? And basketball. Basketball Jones. I got a basketball Jones. I got a basketball Jones. Oh, baby. Ooh. The Lakers. We are 1 week away from actual basketball action. Oh my God. Thank fuck for that, because the bullshit that's coming out of the NBA right now, oh boy. Brace yourselves, motherfuckers. Brace yourselves. LeBron James. Oh God. LeBron James. High school graduate. Self-proclaimed king. And the prototypical entitled millennial that speaks before he thinks and acts before he plans. LeBron James was asked about Daryl Morey's tweet involving Hong Kong. And LeBron goes ahead and says Morey's comments were uneducated and was not considerate of the NBA and everyone involved. Morey's tweet was a stance towards democracy in Hong Kong. And LeBron James says this general manager who went to Northwestern University and MIT is uneducated. Let's just sit on that for like a good second or two and realize what the fuck LeBron James just said. Uneducated statement on siding with Hong Kong in their protest against potentially, because the law was actually, I think it was nixed around July, but this could have really oppressed the lifestyle and living of Hong Kong. And again, boys and girls, I'm no fucking expert in the relationship between Hong Kong and China. That is a whole historical thing. There's a cultural aspect there that I am not aware of, that I'm not, 100% on. But guess what? Hong Kong is wanting democracy. That's what they're fighting for. That's what Morey's tweet and support was for. And LeBron James says his tweet was uneducated, hurts LeBron James and the league spiritually. This is the biggest load of fucking bullshit I've ever seen in my fucking life. I read comments from LBJ apologists that this is nothing wrong. LeBron James doing nothing wrong. We shouldn't try to police other governments. All right, that's cute and all. That's fucking cute and all. But this is the same dirtbag who says he's more than an athlete. He doesn't just want to shut up and dribble. And is part of the woke brigade that the NBA just loves embracing. And just social media just loves it. Because everyone's great. Wokeness is awesome. Yet despite all of that shit, when there's actual shit happening in the world, when there's actual things to be very fucking concerned about, where you can absolutely have an effect because of your influence and followings, where you can speak up for the speechless, you chose to stay silent. Because money is the best silencer. The whore of Akron will be protected by the spineless NBA and the pussified apologists who feel it necessary to spew hatred towards his or her country, the USA, the United States of America, which, by the way, boys and girls, is founded on the principle and practices of freedom and democracy, but is quick to stay silent when real shit goes down. Just like Greg Popovich, just like Steve Kerr, just like James Harden, just like Russell Westbrook, just like all you motherfucking sellouts. Fuck all of you. Seriously, just shut up and dribble. I'm a fat piece of shit recording some bullshit podcast right now, okay? I don't have a lot of influence. I'm not an athletic guy. But guess what? You spoiled millionaire motherfuckers, you are. You're an athlete. You have all the influences in the world. Why can't you just say something good? Oh, because the bottom lines are going to be affected. You keep calling yourself and everybody within your fucking, generation the Muhammad Ali of sports. We're going to be more than athletes. We're going to make a TV show. Yet when shit gets too real, you fucking put your dick right between your fucking legs and run the other way. Really, LeBron James? Really? Go fuck yourself. Play basketball, you motherfucker. Holy fucking shit. I'm so goddamn sick of this shit, dude. I am. Just play ball. I don't want to hear stupid-ass political opinions. I'm not turning on the fucking NBA to hear fucking LeBron James's political astuteness, his awareness on socioeconomic issues in the United States, geopolitical issues all around the world. I don't give a shit about LeBron's opinion on that shit. You're a fucking high school graduate that hasn't really educated himself. You are the fucking most prototypical millennial out there. Oh, I'm going to share my likes and tweet Taco Tuesday. Wonton Wednesday, motherfucker. God damn it. Boys and girls, that got me riled up. That did. It fucked me up this morning. I was mad. I was so fucking mad. I was reading this news and thinking, wow, this cannot be real. This cannot be real. Been stewing about it. But let's move on, boys and girls. Let's move on. Because there's more shit to talk about. There's more in this life than dumbass athletes who think they know it all. Like hockey. Beautiful, precious hockey. The Golden Knights, 4-2 on the season so far. And we have a game at the T-Mobile Arena tonight here in Las Vegas. I will not be attending. Even as a season ticket holder, I sold my ticket today because I didn't feel like going. And I wanted to record this on time and release it on time. But I will be watching this at home. Very excited to do so. And here's the thing, boys and girls. Former Vegas Golden Knights David Perron visited the White House along with the St. Louis Blues, who won the Stanley Cup earlier this year. Again, gentlemen of the St. Louis Blues, congratulations on last year's Stanley Cup championship. Or cup. Fuck me. But you don't have to fuck me. Because you fucked all the league. All of the league. All 30 other teams. And congrats to David Perron, DP 57. You're the man. Happy to see this guy lifting that cup. That was rad. That was awesome. And boys and girls, I'm glad to see a team unapologetic and going to the Oval Office and meeting the President of the United States. I don't give a shit about your selfish bullshit contrived politics. If you have an opportunity to meet the President of the United States, you fucking meet him. Or her, potentially, right? We never know. We never know, boys and girls, because here at the Sky Lounge, we are an equal opportunity hater. Always. Always. Always, 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 right? So, boys and girls, here's the thing. Teams meet expectations, and some teams don't. This is the typical story of the NHL. Really, any sport. Any sport. And really early in the season, we're only, 2 weeks in? Maybe, 2 weeks in tomorrow. Stories continue popping up left and right here, boys and girls. It does. James Neal's impressive goal tally to start the season. Shout out to James Neal, first goal scorer and first player to also grab the game winner in the first ever game for the Vegas Golden Knights. Dude is a fucking stud, and I will always treasure that number 18 jersey. I don't give a fuck about everybody else. James Neal is a goddamn superstar. And you know what? If he continues this form and scores possibly over 20 goals in the Edmonton Oilers, this man is a fucking Hall of Famer. Don't fucking change my mind. You can't. You can't change my mind. This dude is just awesome. I'm really happy to see that. And here's the thing. James Neal's involvement in the Edmonton Oilers have actually led to their really hot start. Of course, you got Connor McDavid, you got Leon Draisaitl at the helm, but also the depth theme seems to be working out well. Goaltending is pretty decent, and I'm very curious to see how Edmonton, goes off. And, there's also other teams that are touted to be good, but have crashed at the gates, like the New Jersey Devils, Minnesota Wild, and San Jose Sharks. Which, it's curious, but there you go. There you go, boys and girls. The NHL giveth, the NHL taketh, and that, again, is generally all way with sports, right? Generally. But with the Los Angeles Dodgers, man, it is just a dick punch, one after the other. The NLDS, 5-game series against the Washington Nationals. Game 5, top of the 8th inning. Dodgers lead 3-1. Why? Our hitting core didn't feel the need to extend the lead, and Dave Roberts kept Walker Buehler far longer than he needed to. Then it happens. Around, 9 p.m. here, which was 12 a.m. Pacific, a.m., Eastern Standard Time over there in Washington, D.C., October 10th, 2019. Kershaw throws back-to-back home runs on his pitches, and it's 3-3. That shit happened right at 9. Happy fucking birthday to me. Top of the 10th, listen, the reason why I'm already skipping top of the 10th, bottom of the 8th, nothing. Bottom of the 9th, Will Smith also almost gets a home run, nothing. Nothing. Which leads us to the top of the 10th. Joe Kelly stays for an extra inning. And Howie Kendricks hits a grand slam. Bottom of the 10th. Dodgers proceed to do nothing and lose 7-3 in the NLDS at home in Dodger Stadium. David Freese retires after 11 years. Serviceable class act and an all-around gentleman. Wish nothing but the best in retirement and whatever you may do in the future. Rick Honeycutt, also 14-year pitching coach, is retiring. It's a real shame. Because Honeycutt was class and developed some of the best and most dangerous pitching in Dodgers history. They're basically using him as a scapegoat, implying pitching was the culprit for all of it. But to be honest, what the fuck happened to the hitting? Where the fuck was our MVP, Cody Bellinger? Where the fuck were those clutch hitters? Muntz, JT, Jock, Siegs? What the fuck? And here's the thing. Here's the fucking thing right now. The come cherry on all of this shit, this proverbial shit Sunday, okay, is Dave Roberts, team manager, is coming back, and Andrew Friedman, president of baseball operation, will likely get extended. And let's put some fucking almonds and fucking caramel on that shit too, on the shit Sunday, which is probably booger flavored. The Washington Nationals are going to head to their first World Series right now. At this point, as I'm recording right now, the Saints, Jesus Christ, and to St. Louis, and I said the Saints, yeah, the St. fucking Louis Cardinals are getting their ass pounded in Game 4. They're about to get swept. And you know what? If I'm wrong, I'm fucking wrong, but you know what? This is going to happen. The Washington Nationals are going to be headed to their first ever World Series. You know, throughout this week, I've been wearing Dodgers gear. And people look at me and laugh. And, you know, berate. And I'm like, yeah, good. Because we deserve that. We do. Because this shit's never going to change. I'm always going to be a Dodgers fan. 1998, boys and girls, been a Dodgers fan since 1998. Not going to change that. But it's getting depressing. It's hard to get hopes up. I don't even want to scream anymore. I'm done. I'm emotionally done right now. When spring training comes around, I'll be in baseball mode again. But right now, I don't give a shit. I don't care who makes it to the World Series. Because quite frankly, you know, the Astros are leading the Yankees 2-1. I'd actually rather have the Yankees win. I know that's a very unpopular opinion if you're not a Yankees fan, but I'd rather see the fucking Yankees win than the goddamn Astros and the fucking Nationals who fucking embarrassed us. Okay? Fuck you, Cardinals. Like, you couldn't do anything? Oh, the Dodgers. The NLCS. You motherfuckers on the NLCS. You are in the cusp of going to the World Cup. World Series. You didn't want to do anything? All right. Well, Cardinals, go fuck yourselves. Fucking hate both of you, Yankees and Astros, but since the Nationals really curb stomped us, I'm not going to fucking cheer for them. I'm not going to hope that they win. I want the Yankees win, just to piss everybody off. Fuck all of you. Now, guys, remember, all weekly writing is in the links in the description below. Check that shit out. Weekly writing number 27. Cafe! Non-fiction. A couple arguing with each other. We've all seen it. You know, just wanted to recreate that scene. Weak as shit in terms of the writing aspect of it, boys and girls, but hey, I was in a rush. Trying to do this before the game because I thought initially this was the idea that I was going to go to the game, but it doesn't work that way, right? It doesn't work that way. Just like how I thought I was going to watch the weekly film number 27 earlier in the weekend, but I ended up watching it today. El Camino. I really did hold off watching this movie for a couple of days, but damn, I was a fool to hold it off. Really was. I do consider Breaking Bad as one of the greatest television shows to ever air. And I was really anticipating this movie. Once they started dropping little teasers and trailers, I was excited. Although, fair play, I haven't watched Better Call Saul yet, which I will get to eventually. Right? I will eventually. Well, let's talk about this movie. Let's talk about it. The plot. After months of being held prisoner, Jesse Pinkman tries to start a new life away from the pains of New Mexico, but finds himself in all sorts of binds. I was at the edge of my seat the entire time. When you have Vince Gilligan directing and writing a movie, a continuation of the finest television work ever, possibly, you find this movie and watch it, right? And yeah, I mean, you have to. Because it's a continuation of greatness. The writing feels great. Dialogues weren't excessive nor clunky. Gilligan is genius. Gilligan is a fucking genius. I know I throw that word around a lot, but damn. Just watch Breaking Bad, man. Just watch Breaking Bad. You'll understand exactly why he's a genius. And he continues to show that in this movie. And here's the thing, boys and girls, when you got a character like Jesse Pinkman played by Aaron Paul, wow. I mean, Gilligan and the character writing is brilliant in this movie, and of course the entirety of the Breaking Bad series. But the way Aaron Paul plays Jesse, it's beautiful. You really see a troubled soul who tries to do shit right, but is just absolutely damaged. This is one of the best acting I've seen. And I thought Aaron Paul's portrayal of Pinkman in the series was great. But this next, portrayal of Jesse Pinkman in his next journey, well, quote unquote, next journey in El Camino was some next level shit. The pure shit. Tight. Visuals. Cinematography by Marshall Adams. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous work done here. And it's just a constant movement. It's a constant emotion that just floods you watching this shit, and it really does help that the visuals are so just out there, right? Not in terms of the special effects, all that shit. No, just the way everything just looks, and just the way shit is set up in terms of how they film it. I mean, some of these shots you're getting in El Camino, you're reminded of the subtlety and beauty that came in Breaking Bad, and it's just, again, a continuation of greatness. And the music, Dave Porter, what can I say? The mastermind behind Breaking Bad brings us gift to El Camino. Sign me the fuck up, fam. The other pieces of music just play into each scene perfectly. I really wish I had rewatched Breaking Bad before I watched this movie. I really did. Because there were subtle Easter eggs I either completely missed or it went completely over my head. And I will probably do a rerun, maybe one of these days, although I said that about a lot of shows and movies, so there's also that weird thing. But I would say, if there's a downfall to this movie, it's the fact that you have to have watched the entire series. Like, I mean, hell, maybe you can watch this movie without the show and just catch it up on the recap, but it absolutely helps and clarifies a lot of things. So, with all that said, boys and girls, this is a 10 out of 10 movie. El Camino is a cathartic, masterfully crafted experience for Breaking Bad fans to follow along on Jesse Pinkman's race to freedom. Again, Gilligan is just a genius. If you're a Breaking Bad fan, you owe it to yourself to watch this movie. It's great. It is absolutely great. Now, let's move on to weekly album number 27, boys and girls. Baby Galaxy by Baby Metal. Funny tidbit, boys and girls. J-pop meets heavy metal? What? Yeah, but I've listened to a couple of their tracks, a couple of years ago, and was really surprised how well the two seemingly opposing sounds blended and meshed together. And when they released this new album, I figured, why not listen? Why not give it a listen? And so for me, my favorite track had to be Dada Dance. The real heavy metal backdrop that works well with the J-pop singing, really enjoyable track. I really like that very much. My Met track would be Oh Majinai. My gripe about this album can be pointed out in this track, I would say. I felt initially the group got away from the heavy, almost death metal to too poppy. Not sure if that made sense, but had to, actually go to a buddy of mine who actually educated me in the transition period, because he is a fan, him and our other buddy, he's a fan of the group. They're both fans of the group. And informed me that the band went from 3 members to 2 members. So you see a bit of a transitional period. And really, if I want to leave you with thought course, boys and girls, with all of that said, with all of that there, this is my opinion about Baby Metal here. Baby Metal is a great blend of 2 genres that pay off for the listeners. It absolutely does. But I feel this album stepped towards more of a poppy direction and kind of subsiding the heavy metal aspect to it. Although I understand from the marketing aspect, because that niche group of super death metal people may not be, the most marketable place. You want to broaden it, right? And absolute kudos and respect to Baby Metal for reaching international popularity, which they are. They tour around the U.S. It's awesome. Good to see that. But I felt that they walked away from what made them them. But you know what? Gave this album a full listen. Still really worth it. Still really worth it if you haven't ever checked out Baby Metal before. It's just it's a personal gripe. It's nothing too serious to lead you away from the album, but I would recommend it any day of the week, boys and girls. Kevin Feige, boys and girls, last little announcement, has been promoted to Chief Creative Officer from President. Awesome. Awesome to see. Ready to see the universe Lord Feige will oversee and web out. Also Star Wars. So he's going to be a busy, busy, busy man. And hopefully we don't kill him with our incessant wants as comic book fans, movie fans. Right, boys and girls? But hey, next week on the Sky Lounge, shit, man, we're already midway into October. That's fucking crazy. So, folks, I'll leave you at that. Thank you so much for joining me today and this week. Make sure you are subscribed on SoundCloud, iTunes, and Google Music for a new episode every Tuesday. Make sure to also follow me on YouTube, Instagram, Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook. Stalk me on Snapchat at DA13IG. Well, Jesus Christ. DA13IG5UNG. Apologize, boys and girls. I am watching the first 30 seconds of this Vegas Golden Knights game, so now fuck off.